Hey guys, it is NerdBoy100 here today, and I am proud to present the first part, or first installment rather, of my Super Mario Kart review. This will be going over the Mushroom Cup, and the next episode will cover the Flower Cup, and so on and so forth. Uh, Without further ado, let's begin. So, in the first episode, I will be giving an overview of the game, like in terms of what characters there are, what year the game came out, and so on. Alright, let's do this. Super Mario Kart came out in 1992, and we're going to go ahead and do a Grand Prix in 100cc. Fair warning, I suck at this game, so my driving will not be great, but I can still review it. Anyway, you have 8 characters in this game, only 8. Mario, Peach, Bowser, Koopa Troopa, Luigi, Yoshi, Donkey Kong Jr., oddly enough, and Toad. My personal favorite of these ones is Yoshi, so I'll use him first round. I'll try and use different characters for each of the Grand Prix, and you just kind of mix it around, not use the same character every time. This video I'm doing solo, but in future videos my brother and maybe some friends will be joining in, so we'll see how that goes. So this game has 4 cups: the Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, Special Cup. Being the Mushroom Cup, each cup has 5 races. So without further ado, let's start this race up. So when I first got this game, I thought it was on Virtual Console first of all, and the weirdest thing to me was the fact that B was go. It took me forever to figure that one out. It just seems so odd compared to other games I've played, where it's either right trigger or A, and then A is actually to throw items in this game, which, it's kind of nice. The red shells actually do something in this game, unlike Mario Kart Wii. But I always thought it looked weird that there was like walls, but they were flat, and then the coins didn't pop out of the ground. But then I looked at the release date of the game, because at the time that I got this, I was like 12, and I didn't understand, exactly what kind of complications there were, and how, actually this was pretty impressive for 1992. You have to keep in mind this was during a time where the Sega Genesis and the Super Nintendo were going at it, and wow, that mushroom boost did not last as long as I expected. It's really fun, and honestly, it's just good. I mean, I always have a blast playing this game, even if I completely suck. Oh, wow, that's the final lap. I remember the first thing that was weird to me was that there are 5 laps, which shocked me when I first started playing this, because every other Mario Kart game I'd play. No! Whatever. Koopa beat me out every time. But when I started, compared to other games I played, I was, confused when I finished the race, and, when I thought I'd finished the race, and it was just like, nope, there's still 2 laps left, Noah. So, Alright, what track is this? This is in, Mario Kart 8, I think. I don't remember what it's called for the life of me. I didn't pay attention. Anyway, the last race we played was Mario Circuit 1, and that was on Mario Kart DS, and I quite like it. The Mario Kart DS remake is great. Well, Mario Kart DS remakes were also pretty straightforward. They didn't do anything special like Mario Kart 8 does. But, all these tracks are flat, but for, having 20 courses in a game that came out in 1992, and this game has 2-player multiplayer, it's got 7 CPUs racing against me, and, they're actually kind of good, and they're, oh, God, no, Lakitu, go away, get out of my face. I know I went the wrong way. I know, no need to tell me. Yeah, this track is, I like the number of shortcuts in this game. Like, even if they are just little grass shortcuts, that's something that I feel the newer Mario Kart, especially Mario Kart 8, just seem to lack. And there are some weird physics things that the really good players can do that are beyond me. They can do weird things with the drifting to make them go faster. It's crazy what people have done in this game. I don't believe there are many turbos. But, yeah. Interesting how in this game the pipes are red. That seems weird, because in every Mario game I've ever played, they were, unless you're in a cave, even if you're in a cave, they're green. But, yeah. Oh my god, this is perfect. Get out of my way, everyone. I have a star. There's nothing you... Yep. Goodbye. Can I win this race? Come on. Come on, Yoshi. Oh, I ran away with this race. Okay. Yeah. This is actually pretty... I'm actually doing pretty good, considering the fact that this... Like, I never play this, really. I played this with my uncle, and the last time he had played was in, like, 1997. So that was kind of funny, playing with him, and he just said, like... He was so far behind. But... At the same time, he held his own. He held his own. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I have to... Disclaimer, he won one of the races. We played 13 races, and he made me keep playing until he finally won. And I didn't let him win. It was a good time, though. This is Ghost Valley 1. There are a lot of repeating tracks in this game. That is something I do not like. However, for limitations in what you can do with flat tracks, I understand. However, the Game Boy Advance also had only flat tracks, and they did some pretty cool stuff on that one. In that game, but Ghost Valley 1, it's extremely simplistic, obviously. Okay, so I just saw something that reminded me. There's these little mushrooms in the ground that aren't an item you can get, but Peach can drop them. I never understood why they. You see, that's what they do to you. Why is that? Why can that happen? And it's only Peach that can throw it, and you can't get them as Peach, I don't think, when you play Peach. I don't know, that just always bugged me. Now, Bowser has Fireball, too. Now, if this were something like Mario Kart Double Dash, where each player had their own unique item, you know, like how Baby Mario has a Chain Chomp, and Donkey Kong has a Mega Banana, and then, yeah, you know, that would be different. But in this game, you know, the fact that the bots can get items you can't seems a little odd to me, but, you know, whatever. It makes it harder. I'll give it that. Mario, you know, it's comparing it to games like Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart Wii especially. The bots are just too easy. In this game, I struggle to beat them because, like, it's actually hard, and they actually make the bots decent. Anyway, there we go. Wow, I got an exact time, 1:31 and no milliseconds. So, okay. Anyway, for a 16-bit game straight out of 1992, this game looks pretty darn good, not gonna lie. And the music, while it's quiet for you guys in the video, because gotta love that Nintendo copyright, it's amazing. Like, I remember when I listened to Sega Genesis music for the first time, it just didn't sound all that realistic. But then this game, it sounds super good. This is Bowser Castle 1, I assume. Anyway, it's just amazing because something that just this SNES excelled with it was that it had a really good sound chip, and it's just super good. I think it's a sound chip made by Sony, actually, although I don't know for sure. Don't quote me on that. I'd have to do my research, which I will for the next installment. But really, this track is just, well, this game is, it's fun. You know, it's amazing how a game that you know, you compare it to the Mario Karts of today, where you got these tracks where you can drive upside down, and there's cannons, and there's, you know, curves and stuff that aren't just jagged edges. It's amazing how much fun a game can just be, you know, despite, you know, the technological limitations of the time. And if I put myself into the mindset of a kid from 1992, you know, this is the bomb. This is a great game. You can get competitive with it. You can play with a friend, and it's just great. Oh, thwomps, they're annoying. I must say the thwomps actually look pretty good. They're pretty convincing considering the technological limitations. They're like sprites that rotate with you. Like Mario Kart DS has that same thing going for it though, but they look super good and they get annoying as hell. And I'm finally on the last lap. The Bowser Castle music in this game, I think it's underrated. I've talked to a lot of people who think it just sucks, and I think it's awesome. And that was really weird what just happened. Did any of you see that? I like landed on the edge of the flat wall, and yeah, that was weird. But the Bowser Castle music is great. I love it. Just kind of sounds like what you'd expect it to sound like. Oh, I got an extra life because I placed first. a lot. So, I think there's one track left. I assume it's SNES Mario Circuit 2, although I'm not sure. Unless, of course, it was the last race. Okay. So, Mario Circuit 2. This one has a jump in it. That's different. This one was in Mario Kart 7, and this one is in Mario Kart 7. It's mayhem. You know, I used to play Mario Kart 7 with my friends during lunch at school, and this track was always one with close races. There's never a dull moment on this track. You know, you can take the lead, but a blue shell will screw you up. And if you're in last, you can take the giant sand shortcut if you get a golden mushroom or a star, and you're instantly back in the race. And the glider made it pretty cool as well. So, yeah, it's this game is kind of repetitive, and I have to, as much as I understand why it is, gotta give them some flack for it, because you have 5 base tracks, right? You have like 4 or 5 base tracks. I think, okay, there's 5 now that I think of it. There's Mario Circuit, Koopa Beach, what was that? Bowser's Castle, Ghost Valley, and Vanilla Lake, which is in the next cup. And it just seems kind of strange to me that they didn't have more ideas. Of course, there's Rainbow Road, but that's the only track that's by itself, which seems kind of a little weird to me. But you know, obviously Nintendo seems to know what they're doing when it comes to Mario Kart, so I'll let them do their thing. And well, you know, it's so long ago that there's nothing you do about it now. I've seen some pretty cool YouTube videos of custom tracks in this game, and they've done a really good job of creating, you know, for a game that's so limited in terms of what you can do, in like terms of design. The fact that you can create like N64 Rainbow Road in some fashion is impressive. Anyway, I think second was sufficient to win that GP. Hopefully. I probably came pretty close to Koopa. Oh, yeah. Holy crap, barely beat him. So, yeah, the scoring system in this game is 9s, 6s, 3s, and it just seems weird to me. Whatever. Anyway, that is a weird award ceremony. I do not remember. Oh, they give him champagne? Wow, they wouldn't allow that nowadays. You'd have to rate the game T for that, because there's champagne in it. Alcohol, man. Game would have to be rated T. Great race. Yeah. Alright, well, this animation's actually kind of cool. I never took the time to look at this animation. I always skipped over it. That looks awesome. Honestly, that looks awesome. Alright, well, that was the Mushroom Cup. And I'll talk about more what I thought of it in the final verdict. But there you go. I gave my opinions of the tracks in the Mushroom Cup. And, you know, there will be a new episode tomorrow. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and weekends at 2 p.m. Pacific time. New episodes will go up. 1 cup per day, and then there's a day dedicated to the game's final verdict. On the final verdict days, if I didn't mention it in the intro part that you saw before this, there will be the final verdict episode will also contain battle. There's a demo race apparently. Okay. Of Donkey Kong Jr. Alright. Actually, this Donkey Kong Jr. drives about as good as I do. That's kind of funny. About as good as I drive. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed this episode, and catch you in the next one.